Hi everyone, it's Cuisine Eats here, and today I'm going to be doing a snack haul from Whole Foods. And so let's go straight into it. I've already done a review of this on my stories last week, but they are so good that I had to purchase them again. What I really love about them is that they are so airy. I would rate a 10 out of 10. Purchase them again, and every single time I go to Whole Foods, I plan to purchase them. And so I decided to give this one a shot as well, which is the vegan white cheddar. It's like everything is just really based off of quinoa, and that's why they're so light and airy. Exactly the same kind of airy, light consistency. But what I really love about this one here is that they're fully coated in cheese, whereas the Sriracha puffs, they're very subtle with flavor, but they have a spicy kick. Personally, I love Sriracha, and that's why I rank that one 10 out of 10. This one I would give 9.3, just because I like more of the spicy snacks, whereas I'm not too much of a cheddar cheese fan, but these are delicious. This one I'm really excited to try out is the Frankie's. Wow, sorry. I had to read this twice. So the Frankie's Organic Clouds, deliciously
baked organic puffs made with sprouted quinoa and sprouted brown rice.
There seems to be a trend that I keep on going for the quinoa chips. I'm really excited because the packaging spoke to me in the aisles.
They're non-GMO, they are jalapeno.
Ingredients:
organic cornmeal, organic brown rice flour, organic sprouted white quinoa flour, organic sprouted brown rice flour, organic sunflower
oil, jalapeno seasoning. So good, but I don't really know how to explain what it tastes like. So first off, it's not as airy as the Gogo quinoa puffs. It starts off airy and then it gets really not tough, but they're definitely like thicker in density. Is that even the right word? Not just spicy, it actually is quite sweet as well. And then it finishes off with a little bit of like similar kind of feeling as when you eat sesame seeds and there's a little bit of like a crisp near the end. But the seasoning is really nice. I would definitely buy those ones again. The one that I am absolutely most curious about would have to be this. The WOW chocolate chip wheat and gluten-free cookie. This is what it looks like. To be honest, it doesn't look appetizing to me, but I can be proven wrong. Let's hope I am. I don't know how I feel about this one. It is way too sweet. I do like that it is soft, and I think for a gluten-free cookie, it is delicious, but it just does not compare. And also there's something off with the texture. You know, when you eat a cookie and you can tell that there's too much sugar, but it's not blended correctly within the batter, that you can feel the crystallized sugar pieces. This is what this tastes like. Yeah, I wanted to like it. It's not up there for me. I would quite honestly a 3.5 out of 10. But once again, I really commend the fact that they were able to come up with a wheat and a gluten-free cookie that is store-bought. So I love the RX bars. I actually thought I bought one more. Yeah, I do. Wow, behind all my other snacks. So I have one more over here too. And well, first off, why don't I just read the flavors? I have chocolate sea salt.
I have peanut butter. I have coconut chocolate. And I have peanut butter chocolate.
I am going to try chocolate sea salt because I think this is the best combination ever.
3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates.
While I'm opening this, I'd just like to mention that I haven't even eaten lunch or breakfast yet. What I do like about it is you can see the physical sea salt pieces coming out at the top here. It just looks appetizing to me. Like you can even see the nuts peer through on the side. So it's very good, but the more I eat, it's just more like it has like that raisiny flavor to it, more than like a cocoa rich chocolate flavor. Not my absolute favorite. Would give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next, I will try the peanut butter. So this one's 15 times better. What I really like about this one is that it's actually really soft and it has almost like a caramel flavor to it, like a maple caramel flavor, but you definitely taste the peanut butter come through. I love peanut butter, so this just is perfect for me. I can't believe I'm opening up all of these bars and only taking a bite. Next is the peanut butter chocolate. I just feel like I'm eating the same thing over and over again. You take these two. And it's like a medium ground between both. You don't really taste the peanut butter. It's good. Like all of these bars are really good, but my preference up there is definitely still this one. And I don't know if you can see here, there's chocolate leaking outside of the bar. So it's like the icing texture, but when I lick it by itself, it tastes like nothing. This is actually what caught me to getting all the other RX bars because I got hooked on this one. Yeah. It's so good. This one is definitely like a nice coconut flavor. Well, I mean, it's coconut chocolate, first off, but it just tastes good. It doesn't taste sour like these ones over here that are supposed to be chocolate and chocolate peanut butter. It has like a nice coconut macadamian kind of flavor to it, but it's still sweet to feel like you're eating a dessert. So in order of rank, these two are up there for me, the peanut butter and the coconut chocolate. And then I would rank, following that, the peanut butter chocolate. And very sadly, the one that I had the highest expectations and was most excited for, then I would rank the chocolate sea salt. Oh, I'm making a mess over here. I bought organic dried mangoes. I mean, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I already know what they taste like. The only difference is typically I don't get full organic mangoes. So that's the reason why I'm adding this to this haul here. Oh, wow. It feels very dry. It's super thin. Typically the mangoes that I've gotten in the past, they're stretchy and they're also really like slimy and they're also a lot thicker. Oh, God. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like, I feel like I'm eating, imagine taking a mango skin, very thin slice, and then fully dehydrating that, and then trying to chew that. Like first off, it's really challenging to bite into. Second of all, it's not enjoyable. It's not sweet, flavorful, like the typical dry mangoes that I've got. The one thing I will say though, it's organic. There's no artificial colors or flavors. It's completely healthy for you. Just when you look at the ingredients, it just says straight up mango. So because of that, it ups the ranks. But personally, I would have to rank that like a 3 out of 10. I will still eat this whole box, but it's not my favorite. I know that this is supposed to be a snack haul, but I really wanted to compare and contrast all of these tortillas that I got because I was in the aisles basically for 15 minutes trying to decide which one to get. They all just looked good, they all looked healthy, and they all looked interesting to me. It's a live turmeric wrap, hand-free, made with vegetables. It says it's made from
yellow peppers, flax, zucchini, onions, carrots, olive oil, lemon juice, turmeric powder, fine gray salt, and cumin.
I think that's really impressive because I don't know how they were able to fit all of that and then make it into tortilla. Let's check it out. There we go. All right, wow, I smell it right when I open that. But this is what it looks like. Smells very flavorful. It almost smells like a paella. If you've ever had one of those before, this is exactly what it smells like in a tortilla. That's really good. So this one surprised me, but this is really good. Tastes like, yeah, it's like a paella. Texture is dry, so it feels like a little bit almost like the dried mangoes that I just ate, but I can imagine that this would be really good if you were to put like beans on top of it, some salsa. Could be delicious. Right now, I just took it from the fridge. There's nothing on it, and I still enjoy it. So if that's the case, I can imagine how good it could be with food on top of that. This one is the Silver Hills Organic Sprouted Flour. Right off the bat, a lot softer in texture. Feels more of like just a normal store-bought tortilla, whereas the other one was a lot more pressed and it was dry in texture. Smells like, you know, like sourdough. Doesn't smell like the other one where there were a lot of spices. So what I like about this one is that you can't taste so heavily all the spices if you're trying to go for a different kind of dish, like a normal tortilla where you want to take charge of the spices of what you're filling your tortilla with. But if you're doing something more subtle and you want less seasoning with whatever you're making to fill the tortilla, I would definitely go with the other brand, the Live brand here. All in all, happy with both. And I had the same debate, same dilemma between which one I should get of these tortillas. They do not have the same ingredients by any means, but because both packaging were green, I still went through a struggle. This one over here is the same brand as the one I just tested. It's Silver Hills Organic Sprouted Power, and it's herb and garlic. This is good. So this one is really good because you can taste really subtly the herbs and the garlic. It's not like overpowering, but it still is very nice. Whereas for this one over here, I really couldn't taste any of the turmeric. I'm gonna test out the super green wrap. So what it says over here is it's handcrafted and heated at a low temperature to maintain the enzymes necessary for digestion. Specifically, if you're cooking with, I mean, it seems like based on the color that there's either chlorella or spirulina in here. Yes, I was correct. There's chlorella in here. You want to cook that at a lower temperature so that you can maintain the nutrients. And I mentioned this in my story already, but this is really impressive. There's 200% of vitamin K, and you know, it's really rare to be able to see that in just food products, let alone, of course, in a tortilla. So I'm very impressed with that.
There's spinach, black zucchini, kale, lemon juice, olive oil, parsley, basil, coconut nectar, fine gray salt, and chlorella.
The smell exactly like seaweed to me, which I love seaweed, but I was not expecting that. And it has the exact same texture as the turmeric one. I'm really conflicted with this one. It does have a very like earthy taste to it, which might not appeal to everyone. Out of the two, I would definitely pick the turmeric wrap. But you know, honestly, it's really impressive once again with the ingredients and how they're able to achieve a tortilla with that, with all the fresh vegetables. But in comparison to all of these over here, I would give this probably like an 8 to a 9. This one over here, I'd probably give like a 7 or even a 6.57. Yeah, my goodness. All right, I'll deal with this later. The only two that I have left would be the Mad Mexican bean sauce and the salsa verde, which I ate both already with. And thinking about it now, I should have probably tested the tortillas with both of these, but I'll give a review because I already ate these last night. The Mad Mexican two-way jalapeno bean dip is delicious. I like how it's very pureed. The texture, it's not clunky, it's very smooth. Let me show up front. So it kind of is like the same consistency of hummus, but without the grainy feel to it. It's filling, so I like to add it to salads, or I like to add it to anything that, even just dipping it with bread. Then lastly, the salsa verde is very good. It's light, it's very liquid. I don't really want to show you. Oh! Still just as good. That is a wrap. Thank you so much for joining. And the whole purpose of this is to be as honest as possible. These are just my reactions and my perspectives. All of the foods that I just tried out. I will still continue to eat everything that I've bought. But obviously we all have our own different taste preferences. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.